everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I've had it with Temu. I am so done. What does that mean? Well, am I gonna keep buying from Temu? Yes. But you guys, they canceled or discontinued my concealer. So I'm so frustrated. They discontinued my favorite owl ring and now they've discontinued my favorite concealer. So yeah, out with Temu, but not really because I really still like Temu. But yeah, I figured there's always all these people out there that do videos for Temu and they have these, not clickbait, but kind of titles. And some people don't pay attention to titles, but some people are like, oh, the last time I'm ever gonna order from Temu, or you'll never believe what Temu did. So yeah, so this my version of that. Temu is, I've had it with Temu. But yeah, no, I still love Temu. I'm still gonna haul Temu. But yeah, I'm so disappointed that they discontinued. I don't know, maybe I bought them all. Although I only think I bought 3. Did I, influence so many people to sell out of it and then not make any more? Like what? But yeah, so I'm gonna have to really be judicious with how I use those, because even if there's comparable products, which there are on Temu, you never know if it's gonna work until you get one. So it's not like I could just go and order a bunch of some other one in case they are different. So yeah. But anyway, my phone is almost dead, so I'm gonna use, I hauled this before. This was a Temu power bank, so I am going to get my phone plugged in. And while we are doing that, how are you doing? Last night, Gracie had a band concert, which was kind of weird timing. Usually they have concerts in December and in May, but the orchestra teacher, and yes, I did say my daughter's in band and orchestra is different, but the orchestra teacher, I don't know if she had her brain surgery in December or what, but they had found a tumor in her brain, and luckily it was a non-cancerous tumor, but she missed some school and I guess missed when they should have done their concert. So they decided they were gonna do I'm having trouble getting this open again like I did last time, but they decided that they would go ahead and still do a concert now that she's back. And usually they have the jazz band play a few songs with them in the concert. So that's why Gracie was there. So jazz band went ahead and did 5 songs on their own, which you guys, they were really phenomenal. And jazz band is probably my favorite of all the bands that she's in. And they had some of the songs that they did, well, some of the songs, they did 5. One of the songs was like a 60s feel, and so there was also somebody playing the electric guitar with the band, and I loved it. I wasn't alive in the 60s, but I remember TV shows from that time, and I loved it, okay? So they did a really good job. And then the orchestra concert was some regular songs, but then all of their Christmas songs. And they always, or there was a few, maybe 2 or 3 songs that they had the jazz band people play with them, but orchestra always ends their Christmas concert with Sleigh Ride by the Leroy Anderson version, which is my favorite, not my favorite Christmas song, but it's in my top 5 favorite Christmas songs. And so they need the band for that. And so they ended the concert with that. So it was great. So yeah, so I got some Christmas music last night, but that's why there was no video yesterday. And to be honest, I almost didn't do a video today because I'm just tired. We woke up Thursday morning, so I guess Wednesday would have been the last time I talked to you guys. Well, we woke up Thursday morning and there was no heat. The heater had died sometime during the night, so it was down to 62 when we keep it at 68 at night, but it was down to 62, which is not terrible, but it's not ideal either. And so it had happened to us, I don't know, like a week and a half ago, kind of the same thing. We woke up and there was no, or the heat wasn't on, but I kind of fiddled with the thermostat and it came back on, but it was weird because it's like I would turn it off and then the fan would kick on, and I'm like, that's wrong. But anyway, I had fixed it that day, so I tried fiddling with it yesterday and to no luck, but then I had to work in the office, so Jason and I weren't home all day, and we thought, well, maybe it'll kick back on during the day. Well, Gabby gets home and she's like, what is wrong? You know, so she's checking everything. And when she had gone on a mission trip to Mexico, she had been tasked with electrical work. And so she's not afraid to jump in and at least look. I mean, she's not getting in and like electrocuting herself or anything, but she's not afraid to get in and look. So she was Googling, you know, stuff. And so we get home and it's like down to 58 or something like that. And by the time it was ready, we were ready for bed. I mean, it was too late to call, well, it might not have been too late to call somebody, but we decided it was too late to call somebody. So we got, made sure everybody had extra blankets, and Gabby did have a space heater in her bedroom. So she left her door open so that she and Gracie could kind of share the heat from that. It probably didn't do a whole lot, but, and then up here, I decided, well, I'll just see what the oven can do. So we preheated the oven up to 450 and then opened it, which meant that we had to keep the cats in our bedroom because that's where their litter box is in our bathroom. And so I couldn't leave the door of the oven open if cats were roaming around, because that could have been a disaster, right? So we kept them in our room. I went to sleep in my Temu pants that are lined with fleece. I had a shirt on, a sweater on. I started out with my feet in those Five Below slipper socks things, but that ended up being too claustrophobic, so I had to take those off. And a couple extra blankets, and well, we had the cats in there. So at some point during the night, I wake up and both of the cats are laying on my legs, which is starting to make me panic a little because of claustrophobia. So I'm like trying to get them up off my feet. And, you know, then that kind of wakes them up and then they're doing their own thing. But the other thing is we have a memory foam pillow topper on our bed. And when we laid down on it, it was hard because you know how it is. It kind of, as it warms up with your body heat, you know, that makes it cushy. So it was just weird. But we woke up this morning and the oven had at least kept it at 58, or had gotten it back up to 58, because I think we did get as low as 52. And then I called the company today and they came out, and it turns out it was a pressure cover had gotten stuck. And so he was able to get it unstuck and it was working again like it should, but we've got to be kind of aware that it might get stuck again and we might actually have to replace it. But I was so glad so the visit was free because we have a service agreement with the company. But yeah, a new pressure thing. He could have replaced it with a standard version that he always has on his truck, but that'd be like 400 something. And one specifically for our furnace is only 200 something. So if it happens again, we're going to be stuck for a few days while we have them order the one that goes with our furnace, because that's a big difference. But yeah, so I'm sorry I have started out with the talking thing first and not showing, hauling stuff, but so yeah, I'm kind of tired. I worked upstairs today because it was so cold still in the basement, and So that gave Jason and I a chance to kind of catch up on some YouTube videos while I worked, and I don't know, just kind of tired of stuff happening because work is still stressful, and it's just I'm getting mentally tired. But yeah, so I thought, well, maybe I should come on here because that'll make me feel better. So, haul something already. Okay. So first, I've got this dorky little thing. So this is meant to go in your phone. You take the case off, you put this in your phone, and these little things come through these speaker holes, but this one didn't line up correctly with my phone. I can't get it. It doesn't work. So I've got it. Well, actually, I probably won't return this because I think it was super cheap, but it would have been nice because then I could have attached a purse strap, you know, and carried it as needed. And I know you can get the ones, because I've got them and I've hauled it on here before, where you can have the hook come out through the charging port, but then you can't charge stuff because it takes up too much of the space, which is why I wanted the ones that come out of the speaker ports, but that one didn't work. But if you think it might work for you, let me tell you what I paid for it. I paid $1.18. I got 2 price adjustments. Oh, it's discontinued. So forget that. This is going to be another one of those hot mess videos, you guys. So I appreciate those of you that are loyal enough to watch through the whole thing. Now I've got a Temu haul, and then I've also got a FabFitFun haul for the same video. So it's going to be a longer video to make up for all those shorter ones I've been doing lately. So thank you for putting up with that, and hopefully you'll stick around for the whole show. All right, next. Okay, so the other exciting thing about this video is I ordered my first food item from Temu. Now, that probably freaks a lot of you out because people are just very concerned. Like, some people would freak out with the fact that I am wearing this sweater before I washed it, kind of thing, this Temu sweater that I bought. You would think with my skin problems that I would wash stuff that's brand new before I wear it. No, I'm not that smart. And it doesn't, there's been nothing that's helped, you know. So I just kind of go with it. But yeah, so I imagine the people that would be like anxious about that would be super anxious about ordering food from Temu, but it was from a local warehouse. And you guys know I love tea. And so I found some tea, and it's a fruit tea. And there's a bunch of bags in here. Does it tell me how many bags? 40. There's 40 bags. I've already had it twice, so I can attest that it tastes really good. It does taste like a fruit tea, like an herbal fruit tea. And the idea behind it, it's dehydrated fruit, and I'm gonna take one out so I can show you a little bit more. But it would be similar to you adding citrus. It's not just citrus. It is orange, passion fruit, lemon. It's got rock sugar in it, but it does also have lime. So I don't know why that's not on the list. And I thought it had mango as well, but it's not listing all of that. So take that for what it's worth. But you know how people slice up citrus and all kinds of stuff to put in water to just get the kind of the essence of fruit. Well, that's kind of what this is, only it's a tea. So I've tried it so far with boiling water. But once it cools, it is still really good in my opinion. So like I said, you get 40 bags with this kit. And there's a bunch of different kinds of this, but what drew me to this one was because you could see the fruit. So you can see all of the bags, from what I can tell, are identical. So they all have kind of a half of a lime, dehydrated lime. They've all got, okay, so this, I think this is mango, but like I said, it didn't say mango on the thing. But the reason why I say that is because, oh, well, no, this one's the passion fruit because it's got the seeds at the bottom, but this one doesn't. So that's why I was thinking there was one piece of mango, one piece of passion fruit. Then there is the rock sugar that you can see in here, which did not make it overly sweet because I actually added monk fruit sugar to it as well because I like a sweet tea. And I kind of don't think it got a whole lot of sweetness from the rock sugar that's in here, but there is rock sugar in here. And then there is some citrus rind as well. And there's several pieces of the rind from different, I mean, they all kind of look like lemon rind to me, but I think there is orange and lemon. And grapefruit too, I thought, but it doesn't say that. So anyway, it smells divine, especially if you like citrus. But for those of you that are familiar with passion fruit, that adds a tartness too. So that's probably part of the reason why they add the rock sugar. But yeah, I really liked this. So, and I'm still alive. I had this after my whole flu thing, so it didn't cause the flu thing that I had last weekend. So I know some people wouldn't trust it regardless of what I say, but I thought it tasted really good. And I paid $7.88 for that. So that's not bad for, you know, per bag. That's a pretty decent price. And it says a super combination of grapefruit, green orange, and passion fruit. Oh, well, maybe that wasn't a lime then. Maybe it was a green orange. So what, a unripe orange? Or are there actually green oranges that are ripe? Taste bud tingling flavor, suitable for flushing, perfect gift for family and friends, and it is local warehouse, so you will have to pay the extra shipping fee unless you order more, you know, enough from that warehouse to get free shipping. But yeah, so I'll show you the pictures. It does not look like the pictures. It's retailing for $8.28. These pictures make it look fantastic, but you could see, like, I didn't get these big pieces of fruit. I did get the green. I got like the little things, but it did not have the big pieces. And I don't know why that is. So I don't know if that means they skimped on mine. And I just got rind instead of the pieces. So I don't know, maybe that means it's not so great, but I still think it tastes good. So I don't know. I was happy with it. Now this says that you only get 15 packets, but there was way more than 15 in here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this one says it's got 40. So perhaps they sent me the wrong one, or maybe they sent me a bigger bag because they knew it wasn't going to have those big pieces of grapefruit. I don't know, you guys. But I like it, so I'm not too concerned about it. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a huge flock of geese flying over my house right now. That was wild. Okay, this phone cord, charging cord that I've got right now is, looks like a bad cord. because I'm not okay, now I'm now, oh, it's like I've got to have my phone in the exact right position for this stupid cord to work. It's gonna be bad if I can't, if this dies and oh, well, I accidentally turned on the lights for the okay. You guys, I need to order some more cords. I'm pretty sure I don't have a, okay, I'm gonna stop this and go get a cord and come back. Okay, I went and got Jason's cord. Now it seems to be charging okay, so let's keep moving. Okay, I have a wig for this haul, so it's a 28-inch wig. So I brought out my this to put on to hopefully help hold it in place. I don't know why I bought actually it was free, I'm pretty sure. So it may have been a farmland or fishland prize. I've just got my hair in a ponytail, so it's not gonna be that great. But this wig came in multiple different colors, and it's wavy. I don't like the way this looks up here. It looks very teased, but it is what it is. All right, so, I mean, the waves are nice. I don't mind that part. How well does it brush? It brushes, I mean, it's not terrible brushing either. Although if I'm not careful, I'm gonna make it look a little frizzy, but I've had worse. So that's not too bad. It does have some highlighting up here, and I know the lighting in this, when I film in the living room, is not the best, but it does have some highlights in the front, and it's got layering. So you've got kind of, well, maybe it's just the blonde parts that are short. Oh, it's got some tapering. So, okay. So let me, oh, and then the wefting looks like this. So it's got your adjustable straps here. People are always reminding me that I don't do the ear flaps right to make sure it's straight, but it does have ear flaps, but it does not have the combs that some ear flaps have. And there's no lace front. So the way it's parted is the way it's parted. But let's see how it looks. All right, it feels really tight. And full. It feels, why don't I ever bring, I'm always needing barrettes, but there is a lot of body here in the front. If I pull it back too much farther, you're gonna be able to see my cap can I put, I mean, I don't mind it's a nice curl or wave or whatever you want to call it. So I like that part. It is really long. And the back probably doesn't look all that great since I just had a ponytail in. But okay, but it still feels like there's way too much up here. This is probably 150 density, and my human hair wig that I got was 120, and it still felt kind of dense. For someone that's got thin, fine hair, well, I guess that's probably saying the same thing. Not a lot of fine hair. This feels like too much, and it's kind of poofy. Now I could see, because this, I can't imagine ever wearing one this long. So I could see kind of chopping it off, and then you have your highlights and your low lights, or whatever you call it. And I don't think that would be too bad. What do you guys think? Would you cut it, or would you be like, no, go for the glory, show all the length or whatever? But I think it could be cute. Maybe cuter for me if it was kind of cut here at this layer to match this. Whenever I was young, I always had perms. So this is the kind that, well, I always had spiral perms because I had a gob of fine hair. So I had the perfect hair for perming. And so it was like thick, but it was fine hair. So it was a thinner strand, but it was great for perming and stuff. So I always had spiral perms because that was kind of popular, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s, whatever. But, and you need to have some layering when you have a perm so that looks more natural. But I was always afraid of looking like a light bulb. So, you know, it would be okay, like if I cut here because it's still really full, but sometimes, you know, you'd get it to where they'd put that first layer way up here, and then I just would feel like a light bulb. I didn't like that look, but yeah, this is a lot. And so because it's like this, it would be better if it had even just a thin lace front part so that you could have a real part. I think that would help it look more realistic. But I don't know. I don't know how hard that is to do. Maybe it's hard. But I do think it's a nice wave. Like if I could get I was watching a video probably on TikTok of this woman who had really fine hair, kind of like me, and she was getting a perm because, you know, to give herself some extra body. And some people kind of get worried about that because, well, what if the perm chemicals make more of your hair fall out? Well, it depends on why your hair is falling out. So for some people, the chemical wouldn't make it fall out, right? But so she got her perm, and it did give her a lot more wave or body. So part of me wants to go and get a perm too, but I would want a perm like this, and I don't know what this would be called. So if you're a hair person and you know what kind of, or like what, and sometimes you're like, you need to tell the stylist what size rod to use. So I know, like when I used to get my hair permed, at the end, I wasn't getting a spiral perm. I was just getting, I don't know, maybe a regular perm. I don't know. But I was always the white rods. And I don't even know if those are still standard sizing anymore. But yeah, I'd be curious to know what you think this is called, because that would be the kind of perm that I would want to get. But yeah, so okay, it's kind of itching a little. But yeah, it feels too big for what I prefer. But let me tell you what I paid. Oh, this is the one that I got for free. But, so it's called an elegant, water wave wig for women. Is that really what it's called, ladies? Is it water wave? Is that the same as saying beach wave? I don't know. Gabby, she's gotten a couple perms, and I think she's asked for beach waves. And people were like, yeah, you can't get a perm for that. They're called that. And I don't know enough to know if that's true or not, but sorry, I've got something stuck in my throat all of a sudden. Okay, but yeah, this wig is a lot. Okay, so it retails, well, first, it's a water wave wig for women. It is 150% density. It's got a nice feel to it, I will say. It does not, you've seen some of the wigs that we get on Temu before that are super shiny, so they look very artificial. This one has good coloring. I'm impressed with the color. Now, I know some of you will say that I could get this thinned out, or I could thin it out myself, and there are videos on how to do that. I think that would be very time consuming, wouldn't it? And I just don't know how I feel about this, the way this is done. But, I mean, I think it's good quality fake hair. And it's good. It's a good color. I mean, I really like the colors. But, go back. And it's 28 inches long. So they're saying it's a middle part. I didn't figure out. Oh, see, I don't even have it. Where's the ear tab? Is this the ear tab all the way up here? Well, then the part would really be, so I guess it probably doesn't matter because it's so thick that you can't see that. Oh, it does. I do. Yeah, so it comes all the way down to here on this side. So do I have part of it tucked in? No. So that would mean the part would be should be way over here if I was getting it centered. Well, I wouldn't like that either. So I think that's a little off. But if you like this wig, it retails for $11.47. That's actually a really good price for the quality of artificial hair that this is. And it comes in 6 colors. The one that I have is color B, but then it's also got one that's more platinum blonde highlights. And there's one that's pink. There's one that's bright red. There's gray. And then there's one that's kind of the reverse of this, where it's dark at the top and lighter at the bottom. So there you have it. Now, this one is, because it's thicker, I don't know if I'll be able to wear this the whole time, but we will give it a try. All right, next, let's do this. This, I believe, is gel polish. Yep. What is, okay. It's got this. It's got this, so you get 12 polishes. These 2 that aren't labeled. Oh, okay, so you get a top coat and a base coat. So that's nice. So you're getting the top and the base, and then 10 colors. And let's just see this one, how close it is to the sticker. So looks like that. Oh, lucky number 13. Oh, well, that is actually closer than I thought. So this is kind of a neon kit. But now what is, ladies, what is this for? Is this to add shine to it? You know, have you seen on Facebook the ones where you have like a pressed powder like this and that's how you color your nails? So I don't know if it's like that, but let's go back and see. Okay, yeah, this wig is starting to squeeze my brains out. I have a big head, so some of these caps are not big enough. I paid $8.89 for the gel polish kit. Oh, it comes with a holographic glitter laser mirror effect. I did get one price adjustment. Shine Dust nail accessory. It's retailing today for $7.91. Yep, can't do it. Oh, man, that was tight. Gel nail polish kit with base and top coat, holographic glitter laser mirror effect, long-lasting manicure set for nail art decor. And so I guess what do you use the glitter on top of the base coat, or do you put a gel color down first and then put that on top of it? I guess that's probably what you do, because these are all different colors and you only get one. So you can take all of them and make them like a metallic look. So that could be interesting. And it's retailing today for $7.91. All right, but I do like, the packaging is good for this one. Because if you didn't have, I've got something I'm going to keep these in instead, but if you didn't, this is a nice, packaged nicely. All right, next, okay, forewarning, these are discontinued, but there's probably other ones out there. These are just some drawstring gray pants that look like this at the bottom. I had gotten a pair of gray pants on a previous video. I think they might have been more like gray jeans, and they looked really good with several of my t-shirts that I had, but they did not fit me. So I had to return those, and then I couldn't find any more jeans like that, so I just looked for gray pants. Now this, can see it's kind of got a texture there to the polyester, but you got pockets in the front, drawstring, and then the back just looks like this. So stretchy, but discontinued. But like I said, there's lots of pants like this on Temu, but I kind of like that these have this this ribbed texture. It's makes them seem a little bit dressier than they are. So you're not just like wearing sweatpants. It's got a better texture for work, for example. And just in case you're curious what I spent for something like that, even though it's discontinued, $12.28. All right, this is a repurchase because I loved this shirt, but when I got it before, it was too big, so I sized down. And I just really, it gives me Southwestern vibes, but it's got kind of a bell sleeve, and it's got the same pattern at the bottom. It is shiny, but that's so you can get your bright, vivid colors. And you guys know I like bright colors against black. I like that contrast. But it was a really flattering shirt, even though the other one that I had was too big. So that's why I wanted to size down and get it. I think they also have this, some sellers may have this in pink or purple, but I really liked this color because I get a lot of compliments when I wear my glasses toppers that are in these colors. So here's my daily commercial. I wear Pear Eyewear. I have my referral code listed in the description below. And if you use my code, you can get something, I get something, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I love it because I change this out for, you know, all the time. So I really, really liked, and it hangs well. So for those of us that have extra rolls that we're not too keen to be showing everybody, it hid that well. So I love that shirt. And I paid $12.49. I got 2 price adjustments, and it's called a vintage graphic print color block top, flare sleeve, slim top for spring and fall women's clothing. And it's now $8.17. And this listing only had that color, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it in purple and pink as well. And it's available in sizes small to XXL. So I had gotten the XXL first because that's typically what I would do on the women's side. But I think I finally gotten to a point where I can size down now to the XL, which is a little unfortunate because that should mean that the only thing on the plus side that would fit me would be the 0XL. So it's kind of a better deal if you're XXL on women's, because then you're 1XL on plus. So you have like the whole store is available to you, which someone like me likes. All right. So I'm gonna save these bags to use for my junk journal shop. So this episode is sponsored by Junk for Goats, my Etsy shop. I have that listed in the description below. I am destashing my junk journal things. Well, let's be honest. I'm still buying junk journal things because I really love the curating part of it. So then I'm just like, when I'm listing it, I'm not listing it really for a profit, except that it's called Junk for Goats because for my a la carte things, 50 cents of every item purchased goes to my goat fund. And so I can buy goats from Compassion International once I have $100 in that fund. And my mystery box that I showed you guys, $1 from each one of those goes to that. But if you're interested in, oh, this is the wrong one. Not the wrong one, it's just too light to see, although this one's not much better. But if you're interested, you know, just check out the description, head over to my shop. I've got a lot of things that are a la carte, and then I do have digitals on there too, but these are the coupon codes. Let me show you that with my shaky hands that you can use on any of the things in there. And so thank you. I've had 56 sales so far on my Etsy shop, and I still, knock on wood, have a 5-star rating. So thanks, because I know probably the majority of my sales have been from people that watch this channel, because I don't have an advertising budget. So I'm trying to figure out how to even get people to know I have a shop. So I don't know, there's some junk journal sell and swap sites on Facebook that I might start listing some of my items in there with a link to my Etsy shop. I don't know, but yeah, thank you. And a big thank you to all of you that were so kind and generous to buy items from Gracie's pop-up shop that benefited her band program at school. Thank you so much for that. That was so generous. And I know you don't know me from Eve. I was going to say from Adam, but I'm a girl, so I'll say from Eve. But that was really appreciative. And Gracie was, you know, kind of blown away. And I know she said she tried to make sure to send thank yous to everybody, but I wanted to say thank you as well. So thank you. That was like above and beyond. Okay, back to the stuff. Now I'm really excited about this item. This was a local warehouse, but what I'm really bummed about is I have a antique version, a real historical version of this item from my great-grandmother that I inherited. And I used it for when I went to prom, I used it as my purse. Now, you may have seen these, but when I saw it on Temu, I was like, well, it's not going to be as good as or mean what the one I inherited does, but I wanted to see how it compared, and I'm super bummed I can't get to the jewelry box that has the original in it to show them side by side. So at some point when I get to that, I will bring this back out, but I didn't want to wait to show you this. But have you seen these on there? So this is a genuine replica of something that would have been popular in, I think the listing says the 1920s, so your flapper girls. And mine came from my great-grandmother, which my grandfather was born in 1923, so early 20s is about right. And I don't know, she might have even inherited it from, you know, I don't know how, because I inherited it after she was gone. I got a lot of, I was lucky because there apparently weren't very many. So my dad he's got one brother, and his brother had boys. So I was the only girl in that vein of descendants from my great-grandmother. But my dad has cousins that would have had girls, but they apparently didn't want any of the jewelry. And I think I may have gotten a little bit of preferential treatment because my aunt and uncle live in the family homestead, and so it was in their possession because they had bought the home from my great-grandparents. So that probably gave me a leg up. So I got a lot of her actual costume jewelry, but antique costume jewelry, and this was one of those. Now, the top on mine was not ridged like this. It was flat, and there is a little bit of discoloration on it, but it was genuine. It's genuine silver. So if I took it to like an antique roadshow, it probably would be worth some money, but I would never do that because you know me, I'm sentimental. But when I saw this, I had to get it to see and to show you guys. So this was available in silver, gold, and bronze maybe, and I almost ordered the bronze because I think I would have liked that better, but the one I have is silver, so I wanted to get the silver to compare. But what it is you pull this up, and then you can expand this, and then you can put your lipstick. You can't put much in here, but back then they wouldn't have had all the stuff we have today, so they probably would have just had a lipstick, right? Because they probably didn't have keys to a car, certainly no phones or anything. Now, maybe they could have put a calling card, you know, because calling cards were popular back then, but I don't know. I don't think it would hold much. So I really think it would have been for just makeup. But yeah, so you expand it like that, and it's this, I know I can't prove it since I'm not showing you my other one, but this is like, with the exception of the way this looks, it really looks the same to me. Now, what I can't remember is if mine had a carrying chain like this. I think it must have, but I don't think it was as long as this. I think it would have been more for a wrist, like a wrist amount worth. But yeah, so I really loved this. But again, it's local warehouse. I'm not sure if there were any that were available not local warehouse, but the price on that. So if you're going to like a costume ball, or even just, I wouldn't see anything wrong with carrying that around to a fancy dinner, or, you know, it doesn't even have to be a costume ball. I just think it's really special because they really are pulling from that. They are calling it vintage 1920s, but once you get to 100 years old, it's now antique. But it's a British style handmade coin purse. Okay, well, coins, but that would be kind of messy. But mini golden mesh wallet, suitable for dice, jewelry, cosmetics. Perfect as a Christmas gift for him. Okay. I paid $9.05 and got a price adjustment. And it is retailing today for $7.86 for the silver. Copper was the other one. It's $8.22 and the gold is $8.22. So I loved it. And when I saw it on there, I was like, oh, but I am not trading it out for the one that I have that's original. All right, what else? Oh, we've got some more perfume. We've seen several in this line. This Lanham Press Samba Passion. It is a dupe of Sol de Janeiro, and I'm not in my normal spot for having something to cut this open. What can I use? Oh, maybe I just got it. So this one is Fresh Solar, Peach Skin and Coconut Milk. But it's number 11, and it's in a yellow bottle. All of these are in kind of different colored bottles. And I have a cat over here, so I don't want to spray it her direction. But it's all plastic, and you've got your plastic spray bottle. Oh, this one's nice. So the last one that we had on here I didn't like. But this one's, the cat's kind of annoyed with me now. This one's not bad. Let me read to you what all the notes are, even though I don't know what that means. Oh, it's on the back here. Okay. The top note is peach skin, the mid note is coconut milk, and the dry note is frangipani petals. I probably didn't say that right, but yeah, I think my favorite one still is probably a vanilla coconut, which this is, you know, close. I do like peach things, but it's definitely not my favorite of the ones that they have, but I do like it. And I just put all these in the bathroom and the kids can just use them. They're kind of comparable to Bath & Body Works fragrance sprays. I paid $6.68, got 2 price adjustments, and that's not telling you anything I didn't already tell you, but let's see what it costs today. She keeps licking her lips. She's sleeping, but she keeps licking her lips. It's $6.19 for today. Okay. We're almost done with the Temu part of this haul, and we will have nostalgic TV trivia at the end. All right, next, we've seen these before, but these are reusable zip tie kind of things. There's 10 of them in this package. They're silicone, so you would just stick it through here, pull it through. So people use this for cord management, that kind of thing. I need to take them to work because once I moved into my new office, there's cords everywhere behind my desk. So it would be nice if I could kind of corral them so it's not making so much of a mess. So these, they come in all different shapes and configurations and whatnot, but I paid 40 cents for 10, and they are multicolor reusable silicone cable organizers. I mean, it's just, they're nice to have for all kinds of things, not just cord management, but you could, since it's silicone, you could use it as a hair tie, you know, if you're stuck, you know, better than a rubber band. If you're looking for, you know, things under $1, it fits that bill. And it's retailing today for 91 cents, which is still under $1. And it's just a random mixed color bag. So these end up going in the junk drawer for whenever we need to corral something. All right, and I think our last Temu item is tank top time. This one is super cute. And with the paw prints and the bright colors. Makes me think of, you know, as the weather's getting warmer. Oh, well, I don't like that it's got a seam down the middle of the back. I prefer when they have the seams on the side, but I don't show my arms, so I will always have a sweater on so nobody will see that. But yeah, that's super cute. Kind of your primary colors. And it comes below the waist, so you can still raise your hands and not show your belly. So if you want to show your belly, then you need to get those crop tops that all of the Temu models wear. But unfortunately, you won't see that hauled on this channel because, well, I don't want people to lose their lunch if they see me do that. But I paid $5.98 and got one price adjustment. And it is a plus size paw print tank top, casual sleeveless V-neck top for summer and spring, plus size clothing. And it retails today for $4.71, and it's available in 1XL, 3XL, 4XL, and 5XL. So great. Now, did you guys see my post in the community feed? We have made it through the 10 shortest weeks of the year, finally. So I hate that time of year, you guys, and I talk about this more than I should, but I hate it when it's so dark. You know, dark at 4:30 is for the birds. So I'm glad we've made it through that period, thankfully. So, okay, so if you only like the Temu, thank you for stopping by, but I'm going to do some FabFitFun now. And I'm not going to lie, I thought I had hauled these things because when I did my last FabFitFun, I was like, I'm pretty sure I got some stuff to go with that. And I found that I had, but this order was placed before that order, which is why I thought that I had already done it. But then this arrived in the mail after I did that video. So I had not hauled it, but let's just see what fun things we have. Now today was if you're an annual subscriber to the FabFitFun box, today was the opening for customization. So I had my alarm set and I hopped right in there, but I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed. I ended up getting mostly skincare things, which I'm now in an overload of skincare things. I need to just stop. But I did get one item that's not a skincare thing, but I just didn't feel like they had some jewelry. But to be honest, I get so much jewelry from Temu, and it was earrings that I considered getting. And the earrings from Temu, I don't notice tarnishing. So I was like, I've got enough of that stuff. And like they had travel, like there was one that was a travel bag, and I've gotten stuff like that from Temu too. So I'm kind of, I guess I kind of have reserved FabFitFun for skincare, quality skincare, made in the USA skincare. But yeah, I was a little disappointed, you know, to see what the options were. But I do, I think, have a add-on for my subscription for a mystery box, but I think it's a beauty mystery box. I don't know. I guess we'll see when it shows up. But anyway, the first thing in here, we've got some Saturday Skin. This is an intense hydration mask. So don't let me forget to tell you, I figured out what Bloom Cream is. And if somebody, I'm behind on reading messages, so if somebody already told me what Bloom Cream was, thank you. But I did accidentally stumble upon it when I was looking through FabFitFun stuff. But, okay, but before I get to that, let's finish this. So this is, well, I already said what this was. You guys know how to use a mask, so I guess I don't really need to tell you too much about that. But it does have hyaluronic acid, watermelon, and aloe. So, and you leave it on for 20 minutes. And this is made in Korea. And let me pull up my FabFitFun so I can tell you what the prices were. I don't buy anything full price from FabFitFun. And some of the things, like, you could add on, like after you do your customization, you can also add on more things. Like they'll give you 10 things to pick for your choice number one. You pick your choice number one, but you can get some of the other things for extra cost. But it just seemed kind of expensive. So, and heck, you may think these things seem expensive. All right, it's this order. So this whole order was 40 bucks. And I got 9 things. So that's a better deal than the last one, which was like 10 or 11 things for 100 bucks. So this mask was $4.50. Oh, is there another mask in here? It says it was a mask duo. So for $4.50, I got 2 masks. So here's the other one, shiny. This one is Cotton Cloud Probiotic Power Mask. And 4 times the probiotics to boost the look of healthy complexion, 2 times the prebiotics to activate the full power of the probiotics. And it's got vitamin E, polyphenols, and helps protect against the environmental stresses that tax your skin. Okay. So again, I like with these masks, I always have a little pot that I can get all the rest of the yummy serum into, and still, because you can still use the serum even if you don't have the mask. So there's always extra, you know, because I want to make sure it doesn't dry out in here. So anyway, you get both of these two, and I spent $4.50, and I don't know if that's a good price. I mean, I know you can get some, Dollar Tree actually has some face masks with good ingredients, so that would be a, you know, $1.25. So this is like twice the price of that. And these were sold out. All right, let me get back to okay. Next, let me just go in order. Okay, next I got this, which is Blue Deluxe Repair Shampoo, a mini size, and it is it's made from sugarcane based plastic, the container. So it's very vegan, eco-friendly packaging. Sorry, I've got a psoriasis spot back here, and I'm still struggling to get my prescription because my dermatologist did finally send it to Walgreens, and then Walgreens wasn't doing anything. So I called them and they're like, oh yeah, we can't fill that. And I'm like, well, when were you going to tell me that? So I've got to go to Optum because of my new United Healthcare insurance. I've got to go to Optum pharmacy. So I called them and they couldn't find my active insurance. Like, why is this such a problem? So I'm still chomping at the bit to get on my Humira. But this, you massage into wet hair and then rinse. Oh, so like normal shampoo. And I don't know what makes it reparative. Let's see if it, I paid $1.99 for it. I also got the matching conditioner also for $1.99. The shampoo is sold out. And the conditioner is sold out. So I can't really tell you much more about that. Can I tell you where it was made or where? Made in the USA. Okay. Next. Hydrating gel moisturizer. This is in that Community 66. So I got a different moisturizer in the last box, but this is what I was thinking of. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I got a cleanser to go with it. Well, I got another moisturizer, so I guess I can swap them out. But this one is hydrating gel moisturizer. Looks like that. And you use AM and PM on clean skin. Made in the USA. And it's for normal to combination skin. And it looks like this. And then anything special about it? This oil-free lightweight moisturizer delivers intense hydration without leaving your skin feeling heavy or greasy. Infused with hydrating ingredients and powerful antioxidants, it's a perfect moisturizer for any skin type and acts as an excellent primer and base for your foundation. Nice. I have a knockoff or competitor of ivermectin that I'm supposed to be using it in the morning and at night that I just got filled today for my rosacea. So we'll see how that works. But that gel moisturizer I paid $1.99 and it retails for $25. So I'd say $1.99 was a good price. All right, so here's the cream cleanser in the same brand. And sunflower oil, hyaluronic acid, and polyglutamic acid. Normal to combination skin. Made in the USA. Use morning and evening. This gentle cream cleanser washes away dirt, pollution, and makeup without stripping the skin of its natural oils. Formulated with key hydrating actives, it provides immediate hydration to help balance both dry and oily areas of the skin, leaving it smooth, soft, and glowing. And it's just in a, you guys, I am gonna have too much skincare. But at least I won't have to buy any skincare from Temu for a long time. And I've got 3 teenage girls who will help me use it. I paid $3 for that. So this deal was actually a really good deals on this one. And it retails for $16. All right, next. Okay. Now this is interesting. There are a bunch, I had never heard of this, but that doesn't mean anything. You guys may have. But it's this sponge gel stuff. Now I got this one in Cocoa Bond, but apparently it's like a body scrub that already has the cleanser in it. And they're saying that cleanser will last for 14 washes. So this one also has like perfume, has 3 different notes. So it's got red berries, lily of the valley, and tonka bean. And this is to cleanse, exfoliate, massage, nourish. It's dual-sided for extra exfoliation. skin softening triple butter formula enriched with sugarcane extract. The directions, you're to moisten the buffer with water and squeeze to release lather. Use the soft side to cleanse and tone the skin. Use the texturized side in a gentle circular motion to exfoliate and stimulate circulation. Rinse and squeeze buffer out after each use. So I thought that seemed like a neat idea, and they've got bunches of these in all different scents. Is that what you would say? I want to say flavors, but not flavors, scents. Let me see if I can get this open so we can take a look. So it looks like this. Does it have a string? No. So I'm not sure how I'm going to store this in the shower. I do have a shower caddy, like that hangs from the shower head. So maybe I'll just put it in that. But yeah, so I thought this, if I like it, then I use a Norwex netted towel as my loofah. So I don't use the loofahs that you buy at the Dollar Tree or Walmart anymore, because those they grow things, right? So I use a netted cloth from Norwex that I just bunch up in the shower and use it, because then I can unbunch it out and totally rinse it out, and it's easy to wash, it doesn't melt, you know, that kind of thing. But I thought this would be interesting because it's only 2 weeks, so it could still grow things, I guess, in that period of time, but it's got the soap in it. So, and you're like, yeah, but so would the puff if you didn't get all the soap out. But I paid $3.99 Cocoa Bon confection butter, and that one is sold out. So I don't know what its normal price kind of is. All right, next we've got Bermuda Dark Spot Exfoliating Scrub. Well, that's a pretty big thing. Oh, and where was this one made from? Hold on. Made in the USA. Okay. So this is Bush Balm, and it's formulated to improve the look of dark spots, age spots, and dry skin. Well, I have red spots, which is not quite the same as dark spots. So I think I probably bought this because it was cheap. And what better way to try something than when it's cheap? But it's a huge container of it. And it's an exfoliating scrub. It's a natural body scrub formulated with sugar and a hydrating blend of mixed oils that help improve the look of dark spots while helping skin feel smoother and softer. Well, I could use it for that aspect. For best results, apply in the shower 2 to 3 times a week using a circular motion all over the body. Oh, I was thinking it was for your face. So that's why it's so big, because you're using it over your body. Rinse thoroughly. And this is made in Canada. All right, well, let's open it up and see. Oh, I don't want to open that right now. So well, let's see what I paid. Or did I already tell you what I paid? I don't remember. It's probably going to take forever to upload this. I paid $4.99 for that, so that was a good price. And it retails for $23, which that might be a good price too for that, actually. All right, we only have a couple things left. Fruit butter lip mask. Okay, I could use some of that right now, actually. My lips are super dry and peeling. Seraphine Botanicals, made in China. Directions: before bedtime, apply a generous amount onto the lips and leave on overnight. Can also be used during the day as a lip salve. Simply slather onto the lips before any lipstick or gloss. Wouldn't that make it hard for the lipstick to stick to your lips? Maybe not. But it's going to envelop the lips with shea butter and apricot kernel oil to help deliver intense hydration, softness, and elasticity while you sleep. It's going to melt into your skin. Looks like this. And just a normal kind of tube. So I don't know, you could put it on your finger, put it on, or if you've got one of those kind of balm brushes, sponges, or whatever. All right, so what did I pay for that? I had the option of adding that to my subscription today, but I didn't. Oh, well, I paid $7 for that. That was the most expensive thing in this box. And it retails for $25. Wow. Well, I hope it's good. All right, the last thing are blemish patches. And I paid $1.50. There's one in here. One. So it's non-medicated hydrocolloid, which I've heard from dermatologists is what you want to look for when you're talking blemish control. The transparent hydrocolloid patch targets impurities without drying out the surrounding area. And then it tells you the gross things it does by the gross things it absorbs. Oh, there's 18 patches in here. Oh, wait, there's 36. There's 18 that are 10 millimeter size and 18 that are 12 millimeter size. And you leave them on for 6 to 8 hours. So you would typically put these on before you go to bed. Unless you're like the kids these days and you just wear them to school. Like I remember being I had bad skin, so I remember being so self-conscious about every little zit when I was in school. But now the kids don't care. Like where was that attitude when we were kids? But yeah, they're little patches that you just peel off and you stick. Well, this is psoriasis, but you just stick them on your zits. And Temu has these, and it's the same ingredient because the sole ingredient is that hydrocolloid. So there's nothing special about this one. And this one was made in Korea. All right, that was it for FabFitFun. So I think that one actually I got some really good deals. Oh, how much do those blemish patches go for? $4.50 normally. Now you can get a much better deal on those with Temu. You can get like 200 for $1.50. So keep that in mind. All right, well, I think we're down to, for those of you that are still here, we're down to our TV trivia game. This might be my longest video, you guys. So hopefully that makes up for me not being around as much as I want to be. All right, here's the 8 questions. Who starred as Mr. Wizard on the show Watch Mr. Wizard? Who sponsored the quiz show Cash and Carry, which was set in a grocery store? Oh, I love grocery store games. Guys, grocery games or supermarket sweep. What Muppet lives in a garbage can? Lamb Chop, Hush Puppy, and Charlie Horse all belong to what ventriloquist? Who played Cricket Blake on Hawaii Eye? Who played Detective Danny Williams on Hawaii Five-0? What type of routine is Rich Little's specialty? On Welcome Back, Kotter, what was Kotter's occupation? Okay, I might get a couple of these right. We'll see. Who starred as Mr. Wizard on the show Watch Mr. Wizard? I have no idea. Who sponsored the quiz show Cash and Carry, which was set in a grocery store? Well, I don't know. Would it have been a grocery store that sponsored it? And what grocery stores, Kroger would have been around back then maybe, but Piggly Wiggly, like here in St. Louis, we are stuck with regional, we have grocery stores here that you don't find anywhere else. Well, Bloomington, Illinois got one of them, but we don't get the cool grocery stores here because there's like a market that they don't allow them in here for some reason. So I don't know what, I can only think of Kroger and Piggly Wiggly. Marsh was popular in the Indiana area, but that's, I'm sure, not one of them. Okay, what Muppet lives in a garbage can? Okay, Oscar the Grouch, right? Lamb Chop, Hush Puppy, and Charlie Horse all belong to what ventriloquist? Well, I keep thinking Sherry, but I don't know what, like I can see a lady that I think of when I think of Lamb Chop, but all I can think is Sherry, and I don't know if that's right. I guess we'll find out. Who played Cricket Blake on Hawaii Eye? Well, when I read that question, I was thinking, Hawaii Eye, is that like a Hawaii Five-0? But I don't know. Would that have been like a private detective kind of eye? But I don't know. I've never heard of that show. Who played Detective Danny Williams on Hawaii Five-0? Well, he was the one, wasn't he the one that was, like there was Jack Lord was the main guy, and then wasn't Bookham Dano, is it the same guy, or is it just a coincidence that this guy's name is Danny and he played a different character? So I don't know the answer to that. But I did watch Hawaii Five-0. I didn't watch the new one though. Did you guys, my parents really liked the new one, but with Scott Conn. Scott, is that the son's name? Well, anyway. What type of routine is Rich Little's specialty? Well, I'm thinking like one-liners or sarcasm, but I don't know if that's what it would be called. And on Welcome Back, Kotter, what was Kotter's occupation? I want to say teacher. So I don't know. Let's see. All right. Who starred as Mr. Wizard on the show Watch Mr. Wizard? Don Herbert. Who sponsored the quiz show Cash and Carry, which was set in a grocery store? Libby's. Oh, like Libby's Pumpkin? Libby's. That's from Morton, Illinois. There's a Libby's factory in Morton, Illinois that I haven't gone into the factory, but I know where that's at. Libby's Green Beans, Libby's Vegetables. Is that the same? Really? Huh. And then it is Oscar the Grouch. Okay, Lamb Chop, Sherry Lewis. Okay, I get half a point for that. So I'm up to 1.5 points. Who played Cricket Blake on Hawaii Eve? Connie Stevens. Okay, was she the one that was married to, darn it. I'm thinking Princess Leia, Jolie Fisher, Princess Leia's sister, Jolie Fisher, half-sister, was Jolie's mother, Connie Stevens, married to Tony, wait. No, that would have been Eddie Fisher was Carrie Fisher's dad. So Connie Stevens, who was she married to? I want to say Tony Curtis? Now I'm getting them all confused. Shoot. I don't know. Well, it's Connie Stevens. Who played Detective Danny Williams on Hawaii Five-0? James MacArthur. Well, that's the Bookham. Wait. Who played Detective? Oh, well, yeah. Duh. I am so ridiculous. Bookham Dano. Well, of course that would be to Danny. So, yeah, James MacArthur. Now, his mom, wasn't his mom Helen, not Thomas, Helen something? She was an actress. Well, that's something you could look up if you're interested. What type of routine is Rich Little's specialty? Impressions. Okay, well, I was totally off base, but yes, now I do remember that he does impressions. did impressions. He's not still alive, is he? I don't know. On Welcome Back, Cotter, what was Cotter's occupation? A teacher, yay. So I got 2.5 points. How did you do? Let me know in the comments below. All right, well, thank you so much for spending my Friday evening with me. Gregory came home from school today and asked if he could go to the Magic House, which is a nice, what do I want to say? It's a great attraction for the St. Louis area, but his school had rented it out for today, and he forgot to tell us all the days before today. And well, Jason's a nice father, so he agreed to take him. And then Galia went with him, and Gabby's working, and Gracie had a game to play at. So I was here alone. I was going to kind of sit and sulk and work on my Etsy shop because I'm just, like I said, I'm getting kind of burnt out. I feel like I need a win. I need a win. And there's really not any more, that's not fair to say. I was going to say there's really not any more wins to come with my mom's situation with her Alzheimer's, but there are still wins. I still have her, you know, and I don't take that for granted. And tomorrow I will get to spend some time with her. And I know a lot of people would love to be in the situation I'm in because your parents have already passed. There's just no solution for her problem, right? And I need a win at work. Work has been so, just a lot lately. And it's year end, budgeting, all that stuff. So I don't know. Work used to be the one thing in my life that didn't feel like a dumpster fire. And as I say this, I realize I've got an excellent family. I'm very, very blessed. I have a loving husband. I have kids that, knock on wood, are great in school. They're nice to people, all that stuff. But I am a hot mess at home. You guys, I'm a horrible housewife. I don't have any, I mean, I have the knowledge, but I'm just not gifted that way. I don't know. My gifts lie in my work life, and that's why it's worked in our family, because I have the gifts there. Jason has the gifts here. So when things kind of blow, and it's unfair to say things are blowing up at work. It's just a super stressful time. And so when I have so much stress in that one place that's supposed to be my security, it's stressful. And I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, I'm the sole provider for my family, so it's just, I don't handle it well. And so, yeah, so that's why I'm saying I need a win somewhere, because unfortunately I have put there's so much feeling around the work stuff. So, and because I feel inadequate as what mother doesn't feel inadequate? There's always things that we wish we were doing better. But sometimes you just feel inadequate in every part of life, and it's a temporary feeling and it goes away, and I try not to dwell on it, but unfortunately sometimes I dwell on it. And so that's when I need cheesecake or chocolate, you know, that kind of thing. Or if I could get my Humira and stop itching everywhere, that would be a win. So I don't know. Here I am complaining about first world problems, and I know I've got it great compared to a lot of people. But thanks for letting me vent. I appreciate it. And just thanks for all of the support and the well wishes and the prayers that you all send my way. I do appreciate it. And even if I sometimes sound ungrateful, I'm not. I don't mean to sound that way. So if you're having a day like me, put it in the comments, and the other viewers will help lift you up too, because we're a community and that's what we do for each other. And sometimes it's easier to share your problems with strangers. I mean, let's not lie. Sometimes it just is. So yeah, but I appreciate you guys. And I don't know if I'm gonna film tomorrow because Jason and I are gonna get up early and go out for breakfast. We got gift cards, and the kids did not get these gift cards from my dad for Christmas for Golden Corral, and they do breakfast on the weekend. So we're gonna get up early and do that. And then that in like a neighboring town from there, they've got a craft and antique mall that's having a sale all day tomorrow for their whole store. And we've never been to that store. And you know me, I'm always looking to curate some new things to share with people. And it's just, I like looking at old stuff. So I don't know, we may be gone most of the day until we have to get home to sit with my mom. And my dad is going out to eat with the church group tomorrow after church. So I probably won't have something for tomorrow, but hopefully maybe I'll be back Sunday. If not, Monday for sure. And yeah, so I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I feel like there were a couple other things. Can I tell you a couple other things real quick, since I've already taken up this much of your time? This thing, you guys, it has a habit of creating a vacuum to where the more you suck on it, the more this depresses down, and then everything gets kind of all stuck. So I don't know if this is gonna turn out to be what I hoped it was. So I wanted to let you know that. And then the Bloom cream, you were supposed to remind me to tell you about the Bloom cream. The Bloom cream. So I don't know if you remember when I got a contraption from Temu that you can put liquids or moisturizers in, and I said I was going to use it for my watermelon glow because it's in a pot, but it's a little bit on the thin side, and so it's hard to kind of get it out of the pot. So I got this little contraption that you pour it into, and then you just push down the it's like the contraptions that you use for fingernail polish remover, where you put the cotton ball on top and you push it down. So that's what it's like. That's what the Bloom cream is. It's just a moisturizer in one of those things. You push it down once to bloom the moisturizer out of the container, and that's the right amount of moisturizer to add those. They were Beekman 1802 serums, so you just add your serum into that amount of moisturizer. So I wanted to make sure to tell you guys that, in case somebody may have already said that in the comments and you already learned that, but like I said, I'm behind on reading comments and that, so I wanted to make sure to tell you that. Okay, that's it. So wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself.